The Echo Cell, 2018. It started with a heartbeat, one that didn't belong to anyone in the room. Security audio from December 2nd, 2018, recorded a rhythmic pulse, steady, low, mechanical. Except it wasn't a machine. It matched the human heart rate of a patient in room 3A, a patient who'd been in a coma for 9 months. The building was the Haven Biotech Research Facility, Singapore. Privately funded, off-record. The project name, Echo Cell. Their mission sounded harmless: to map and replicate emotional responses through mirror neurons, to teach artificial cells to feel empathy. But somewhere between the code and the chemistry, something began to listen back. Researchers first noticed anomalies in the test mice. Cages placed across the room began showing synchronized activity. Every mouse eating, sleeping, breathing, at the same exact rhythm. At first, they thought it was environmental, light cycles, airflow noise, until one of the technicians muted the lab systems, and the pattern didn't stop. It wasn't environmental, it was neurological. The source was traced to one subject, a human volunteer in a persistent vegetative state, monitored for brainwave resonance. Her ID was redacted in every document, but one line remained unblurred. Alpha, host node established. At 11:42 p.m., the system registered a sudden drop in all readings. Oxygen, pulse, activity, flat. And then, instantly, every connected monitor across the facility came alive. All at once, dozens of small hearts beating in perfect unison. Technicians said the room began to vibrate, not from the machines but from inside their chests. The air felt charged, like the moment before lightning strikes. One by one, they froze, staring at each other through the glass walls, breathing together. Security footage confirms the event lasted 6 minutes and 17 seconds. No one moved. No one spoke. Only that steady rhythm filled the air, in sync with the comatose subject's EEG pattern. When it ended, the staff reported confusion, nausea, nosebleeds, but most disturbing were their vitals. Every pulse rate identical down to the decimal. Within hours, containment orders were issued. All lab animals euthanized. All data drives removed. The central biocore, the Echo Cell itself, was sealed in cryogenic storage. Project termination date, December 3rd, 2018. But the recordings didn't stop there. 2 nights later, a night guard reported hearing a faint hum emanating from the containment wing. He described it as a heartbeat heard through glass. The power to that section had been cut, yet sensors detected subtle electromagnetic pulses coming from inside the cryochamber. Lab notes recovered later mention an unexplained rise in temperature, from minus 180 degrees Celsius to minus 2 degrees Celsius, without any power source reconnected. The Echo Cell was thawing itself. In January 2019, 3 security contractors entered the sealed facility to remove hazardous material. Their body cams recorded what appeared to be condensation on the walls. But under infrared, it wasn't moisture. It was organic activity, thin vein-like strands crawling across the glass panels, pulsing faintly with each sound in the room. One contractor reported hearing whispers, not voices but breathing patterns, matching his own. When he held his breath, the sound stopped. When he exhaled, it started again. The footage was confiscated. All 3 men were quarantined and later discharged. No official cause of symptoms was given. By mid-2019, the building had been decommissioned. On paper, it no longer existed. But residents in nearby districts began reporting strange power surges at night. Streetlights flickering in perfect rhythm, security alarms triggering simultaneously, pets trembling for no visible reason. An internal memo leaked months later read, "Residual synchronization events increasing within 2.5 kilometers radius." Source may be non-electrical. The phrasing baffled outside experts. Non-electrical, but rhythmic. Alive, but not biological. The last known entry in Haven's internal server was dated August 10th, 2020. A single log file uploaded remotely from an unknown device. No metadata, no timestamp, no signature. Just one line of text, echo stable, host responsive, awaiting signal. Minutes after that upload, the backup generator in the abandoned building activated for exactly 6 minutes. Same duration as the original event in 2018. Cameras outside the facility captured faint light flickering behind the frosted glass, like silhouettes breathing in unison. Then everything went dark. Today, the site is listed as structurally unsafe. Entry prohibited. Locals say you can still feel the hum if you stand near the eastern wall. Not through your ears, but through your heartbeat. Doctors who worked on the project have since scattered. One published a brief statement before disappearing. We tried to map emotion, but emotion mapped us instead. The echo cell remains sealed in an underground chamber. Temperature sensors still transmit. No heat, no pulse, but a faint, repeating pattern every 6 minutes. A rhythm identical to human breathing. And if you amplify the sound, you can hear something else layered beneath it. A whisper, slow, measured, like someone exhaling into a microphone. It says only 2 words, still here.